Crazy.
Ooh, I know. Okay, you want to go ahead and watch the Kevin Gates some of
Yeah,
his interviews?
I'm ready.
Okay, we about to. Let
Is
me
it-
pull it up real quick. Not the one with him and Carisha. He got one that he just dropped a month ago, but I know he had a recent one as well. Yeah, okay. See, my dude got a 3 week. He been on it with interviews. I like when they be going hard. You feel me? Yeah. One thing I want to talk about too. What I've been saying on my TikTok and shit. When I was reaching out to a brand and that one brand denied me, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they was just on some whole shit like, nah, you not what we looking for. Your numbers ain't it. You ain't it. It just ain't it.
Girl,
Very much, guys.
are brainwashed with wanting the clout. You know, they're solely sold on impressions instead of building somebody up and saying, you know, like, okay, this is gonna not only build up somebody, we're gonna build a loyalty with this person because we played a part in their success. They
Mm,
put all of their energy into these influencers. They are all about a dime. They're not
exactly.
live the brand. They're not gonna live the lifestyle. They're attached to multiple brands. So they're giving you a portion versus you getting somebody out the mud and I'm giving you all of me. And then you can create exactly what you desire to
Yeah.
brand you, you know, to be a brand. These
Yeah.
other, like if you pay Ari for something, she's not gonna change her person or her persona to fit into your scheme. But somebody else, not saying that they're not going to be authentic, but they're more willing to adapt to what you're trying to get them to show or display than somebody that already have that clout. If I
Look,
have clout, you finna pay me for my clout.
they said, where are the numbers? Where are the numbers?
But the
But
numbers
I
don't.
was like, it's cool. It's
It's
cool.
people with 20,000 followers they can't sell. It was a girl one time. I think she had like thousands of followers. No, yeah, thousands of followers, and she couldn't even sell out a shirt. I guess she thought she was gonna make a shirt, and it was just gonna sell out. And
It
if
would pop off.
buys a shirt for me, I'm gonna be successful. But nobody bought it, and
Yeah.
there's people that have a product that works, and they have their pictures, and they have trust and reviews, and they have sales, consistent sales, you know? Or
Hmm.
let's not even say 900, but like 10K. You know, like it's very much so possible.
It is, but you feel me? You gotta stay tough, resilient, cause like that type of mindset, thinking you about to just come in and pop
Uh,
some shit like that. That's
I mean,
beautiful wishful thinking. It's beautiful
if-
wishful thinking, but in reality, you feel me?
yeah,
Ground yourself. Ground yourself. You're gonna
yeah,
get humbled real quick with them numbers. Big
yeah,
facts.
yeah.
That part of it. And I got humbled with them people, but it was
But
cool. I felt no way about it. I felt no way about it.
you never know.
That part, because I that's what I was saying as well. I woke up to two brands basically wanting to collab with me, and I was like, look at God, look how the universe works. Point blank period. When one door closed, a couple more open. On my mama. That's what I said. That's why I didn't feel no way either. I'm really at that point where detachment is a motherfucker. Mastered it, not mastered it, but we in the motherfucking game and we couldn't shit. We like walking through the
And
field,
really
just getting
so
through it.
a lot of times we have these ideas, right? And we know the easiest route to get to that. The easiest route to become a rapper is if I'm doing an open mic night and then somebody from Bad Boys just happens to be in the audience.
Right.
And, you know, like that's how we see things and that's how we plan things. And it's like sometimes the way that we learn is from it could be somebody that you work with. They got a cousin that knows somebody and they happen to be sharing your TikTok and you know, like it's like just doing good work, being a good person, being ethical, and being consistent with it. And if it's meant for you, it always work out. But
Big
there's things
thing.
you have to learn in the process as well, like you said, humility and just learning like the different way that like something that's hard for me to learn is I won't be everybody piece of cake. Like everybody not gonna no matter how sweet I try to be or how universal I try to be, everybody not gonna fuck with me. It
Yeah,
just
for these people. Real
yeah.
talk.
So it's like at
Be
the end
myself, babes.
of God, he have like a well, God has a unique way and plan for everybody. And some of us have to go through rejection for us to build character, for us to know how it feels so that when we do reach opportunity, we can give other people opportunity. You know, like
Big
there's different
facts.
ways and reasons why we have to go through what we're going through.
Yeah.
But you know it's meant for you, you know? So it's like I'm gonna keep trucking. I see that now. I learned that. Okay. You can reject the fuck out of me. But moving forward, got tough skin, and it is what it is.
Defects. Yeah.
Period.
After watching Nope, I walked out and I was like, he was trying to give us a sign about monkeypox. I said that to my dad. And then I just got off the phone with him. He was like, you was fucking right. I'm like, bro, because
Me
why
too.
is monkeypox an outbreak all of a sudden?
I never seen it before, but I just, I don't trust the GOV. I'm scared to say the name because they be flagging stuff, but I just don't trust none of this. I don't
In fact, you already know how they go. This shit just
feel,
funny.
and I don't believe that people are
The little
affected
games that they
because
be playing.
yeah, but I just feel like it's a reason. Like they want us to stay in fear, and they want us to, just it don't make sense to me.
Yeah. So how old is this interview? It says 2, 3 weeks ago, but does he look like this right now? Let me share my screen so you can
Girl,
see.
yeah, he looked like a whole clone.
What'd you say? A whole clone?
Yeah,
I'm
him
fucking
and
with.
girl.
You feel me? I start to chill out on the clone shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna always have my skeptics
Yeah,
but until I actually meet a person and know them and get to peep their behavior, I ain't just gonna start striking them down on their shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because I hate for
well,
somebody
nigga,
to be like,
man,
bitch,
it's a
you at
lot
your
of stuff that, like, even when
look,
he came
but people,
out, the,
it's like you at your best version of yourself, and now bitches want to call you fake when you at your
but
best version of yourself.
I even feel like he does a lot more stuff for clout to me. Like he used to be like the whole Drea stuff, and him and her wasn't together. Like I don't know, it just don't give me pure vibes from him. And I love Kodak to death. Like I love Kodak Black, but
Oh,
he
Kodak.
vibes too.
After he said that he don't like dark skinned girls, we had
I
to
feel
get
like
on him for a bit.
niggas be ignorant like that, and girls can sit around and say, "Oh, I love me a
Okay,
child.
un momento, por
Oh,
favor.
I love a brown skinned man," and men can't do that. We like criminalize them for that, and it's crazy. Like, and but then we love Boosie, and he got songs talk about two red bones in the back seat. Like
Yeah, facts. Double standards be a motherfucker too, like a
they
motherfucker.
are.
That's why I'm saying people we just trying to find all types of shit to pull the motherfucker down.
Because if
Anything
I
they
say
say.
crunchy black man, I feel like I'm allowed to say that. If I say I don't want no obese man, I feel like I'm allowed to say that. Does that mean that I just hate, you know, obese people? And I'm just saying sexually, I don't want to do all that with nobody. This, you know.
Yeah. Okay, Karma. Kevin Gates gets honest on crying the hill, yoga, and making his Kaza album. You ready to watch this?
Part of my soul. It's okay. It's
You
no
hear
big
hear
deal. I don't
everything
judge.
good?
And now we got Kaza. Yes, sir. And last time you dropped that one, that was special. Now commercial wise, that was like special. This one right here, it's gonna do some numbers. How do you feel about it?
You hear
I know
everything?
this gonna sound weird,
Yeah.
but I was in New York last night, like at 11:30 p.m. And right before the album was supposed to come out, I went to the streets in New York. New York never quiet like this. It was just silence. You could feel the energy. You could just feel it. It was like you could feel it. It was spiritual. It was something different. Just the energy from it. You could feel it. I mean, if you ain't never felt it, I can't give you this feeling, but you could just feel it. And the general was there. Oh, yes, sir, no question. We on location.
I know that's
on
right.
location.
So, what was your motivation for this album? What kept you going? Because 19 songs, you all the way through, hit after hit.
Life? No, this album got interrupted.
Mm.
What you want me to tell the truth?
I don't know if it's this camera they're recording with or something, but it make the interview look like they were recorded like in 2012, my boy.
It do kind of look a little bit old.
This one looks a little more interesting though. Can't even count. I'm trying to get the hot points, man.
Tell us the truth.
I about to push my shit out about 2 years ago. I about to kill myself like 2 years ago. I got a bullet in the top of my head, not from when I was 17. I had tried to take my life. And I had just got to the point where I wasn't happy. And I was going to punish myself. And the world didn't know because I had deactivated my Instagram. And then the last tweet I think I tweeted was...
He sure was talking about this in another interview too. How he tried to...
all my friends and family for getting on my teachings. I love you all. It's over with. See, I don't do that bluffing. I'm about to kill myself. I don't do that. I'm going to just go somewhere and get it done. The gangster way. Code of the samurai. But anyway, in the midst of that happening, I got off social. Like, God sent somebody in my life and they had redirected my path.
Code of the samurai.
Like, it was just through the course of
Come on,
events. It was
Siri.
wild. I spoke about it
Pull
on
on
the
the
Big
center
Facts
off.
interview. That was my first time talking about it,
She
I
know what
think.
I'm speaking.
And then I spoke about it again with me
Siri
and
know what
Michael
it is
Sheed,
too.
but I never went into depth. And everywhere I go, people walk up to me and tell me, "Thank you for being so transparent with us about everything."
Oh,
Like,
it's a code of
this
moral
woman I know,
principles
she
that
came up to me
Samurai
and had
follow.
razor blade slits
Got
on her
you.
wrist. She was like, "You kept me here. Like, I want to take my own life." Like, a lot of people tell me that. Like, "Thank you, brother. Like, you amazing. I love you. Thank you. I'm with you." And the beautiful thing about Kevin Gates is the world got to see me go from being one of the most low vibrational, on drugs people on earth, watching me come home out of prison fat, aggressive, miserable, watching me just turn my life around, my transformation is beautiful. Sometimes when I look at old pictures of myself, I'll be like, damn, I used to be that person. So it's beautiful. Without being tested, you can't have a testimony. Come on. I ain't trying to be over talkative, but
You know he about to talk.
He said,
know
"I
he about to talk.
but this shit heavy."
He know he about to talk. I love it. It's the brace. Like, get ready, bitches. I'm about to lay down the law, and y'all better hear it. Do you
No,
hear? Real talk. So after he said that, you still feel like he got close, or you feel like he just trying to add some extra
it's
info there.
like, so this is where I said, like, when you said you're trying to kill back kind of on the conspiracy thing, my thing is how I think of things. I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I do feel like it's some clone shit going on when it comes to in general when it comes to
Oh,
these.
most definitely. We know
They have,
niggas float.
and they, sometimes, but I really do feel in the industry they sign a lot of stuff in those contracts. Like French Montana just came out 2 weeks ago or last week, and he said that in his contract he refused to, I guess the record label wanted to take out a life insurance policy on him. And we see when all of these celebrities end up perishing, passing away, dying, unknown circumstances or whatever,
Pneumonia,
or
heart
but
attack,
Dolph, that
natural causes.
actually locked up. Dolph Killer was actually locked up. They murdered for hire. Like, think about it. People do that shit out in the streets. $900. The industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. They build up a person. I always say, like, if Beyonce, this is what I mean by when they sign the contracts, they sign their life away. If Beyonce, a lot of these people, they get in the industry, they see how wicked things could be, they travel the world, they see how greed and things operate, and they start speaking out against stuff. They have to try to discredit these people, and that's what they do on the news or things come out. R. Kelly, he had to do something to get shut down like that. Like, what did he do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all of a sudden, because y'all know y'all could have been took his ass. Duh.
Yeah, but
Y'all
it's
knew y'all could have been took him. Y'all stretched
that
this shit out.
so long when you be in an industry puppet, when it's like Pootie Tang. Like, they give us these funny movies and we act like they don't mean nothing. Like,
Right.
Pootie Tang did not want to do the stuff that his contract said that he had to do. He did not want to get black people to go to and get 40 ounces, and he wanted
Everybody
to.
don't know what Pootie Tang is. That's for sure. Let me put this in there.
Oh,
There it is. I'm over here spelling it like pudding.
I forgot. Everybody don't know what Pootie Tang is.
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang, Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang. I ain't watched Pootie Tang in a long ass time. And it's
Very
funny. They be
long.
giving us these.
I wanted to watch it when I was in labor, and my mama said, "Don't nobody want to watch that shit."
Mama was probably on to something.
But Pootie Tang was pretty much a movie about a little boy whose father passed, and his father had this belt, and it pretty much corrected him growing up. And
Baby,
so,
I'm fucking dead. Not
huh?
moving ass whoopings.
Yeah, he got the ass whippings. And so when Pootie's father passed away, he took over the belt. He ended up signing up in the industry because he was like a hood
I'm gonna watch
star.
this whole night.
Like, everybody respected him, everybody loved him. Pootie Tang was like morality. He was like everything that you were supposed to be, you
Right.
know? And so the industry promoted him in, he signed this contract, and they pretty much got this white lady to come and seduce him and take his belt up off of him. And Pootie Tang wasn't worth nothing when the belt was taken off of him. Then they like tied him up, and they put other people like stunt doubles up, and they were Pootie Tang, and it was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. But Pootie wanted freedom. And he ended up getting it. I can't remember how it happened. He had to fight Dirty Dan, and I don't know. That's beyond the point. But that's very much so the industry. Like, these people pretty much sign away their lives, and when they want to speak against things or when they want to do certain things, they will deactivate your brand. Even if it means death, because they make more money off of you when you die anyway. What
That
happens
part,
when
indeed.
you die? Everybody goes to their page, they go listen to and stream old music.
And let
Like,
me everybody love you when you did.
yeah,
Let's talk
oh,
about how Michael Jackson memorabilia, like
yeah,
everybody can remember the day Michael Jackson died. Not even the day, but we remember when he died. My auntie even went to his funeral, bro, and she was on the fucking commercial when MTV was doing the whole thing. She brought back t-shirts and all. This one we was in
yeah.
Louisiana. So that was big. When I seen her on goddamn commercial, I'm like, damn, Michael Jackson really died. And my auntie really on MTV. What the hell going on here?
That's crazy.
Young as hell just looking at shit. But my sister, she's like start fanning out. Even my nephew right now, he's in love with Michael Jackson. He can impersonate Michael Jackson down to the T. He know every video, everything. That's how Shaka was too. That's my
But
sister.
just these people, and they get you to idolize them and the things that they talk about. And a lot of people be like, well, I can't be manipulated by the media, and just because
Mhm.
song doesn't mean that I become that. But when you look at the progress of how things used to be done, like, in our old horror movies, they used to like pan the screen away when the blood and everything was there. But like in the new stuff, they show you everything. And the difference that we see is these teenagers and this younger generation, they about it.
Mhm.
Everything. Like, it's the things that they see, it's the stuff that their music say. Like when King Von died, it was little kids in the comments talking about ha 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 took a pack. Like, what? This man died. And you're
And
totally
it's because once I found out what Tuka was, Tuka is a little boy who died as well. How old was he? 13, 15?
yeah,
I didn't realize.
yeah,
Look, yeah, and they making music about him, and this was a young man who died, 15 years old.
yeah. Well, I guess Von had laughed about it or joked about it or whatever. So when he died,
And they, yeah, people,
but
the
it's
internet
awesome.
cutthroat
Like,
motherfuckers. They,
these kids have been desensitized to
mm,
death, murder, everything. Crime get gorier and gorier, sicker and sicker. People, and it's only because the media is feeding us more and more and more and more. And then if the media is not
mhm.
feeding us, it's the all of the hormones and shit that they're putting in our food and the additives, and then not to mention that everything that they pouring down in the environment. All of that stuff put together, it's so many people with mental sickness now. There's
Everything.
so many people with just everything.
It's the
And
fact my baby girl be saying the goddamn chemtrails and talking about rockets. I'm like, them are chem. You feel me? Yep, rockets.
And
Them
then still
trails.
people that believe because the government says that, and even though they give us the information, because the government isn't putting it on the news, and it's nothing that we should worry about. And it's like,
Like
well,
so,
if it's something we have to worry about, I'm pretty sure it would be on the news.
or not. Y'all want to report what y'all want to report. Quit playing.